talking about World of Warcraft Classic, Dark Souls, Super Mario Maker 2, and Ubisoft. So let's jump right into that news. So World of Warcraft Classic is basically like what World of Warcraft was when it came out, and there's a big following for people who like that type of World of Warcraft. And that was before all like the big updates and a lot of things they changed to tweak it and other things that they implemented into the game. So they've announced that it's going to come out this sometime in this August, and there will be a release beta coming out pretty soon, but nothing concrete there as to dates. So I'll look forward to that beta coming out really soon. And if you're big into World of Warcraft, get ready for some Classic coming back. So there's a rumor going around that there is another Dark Souls game coming out, which is awesome because I love the Dark Souls games. I mean, I flat out suck at the games, but I love playing them, giving them a try, going through it. So, and they sell quite well and do great. So, I'm not surprised that this could be a thing. I thought Dark Souls was done because I thought the third one was it, and they're going to move on to something else. I mean, it could be a Dark Souls-esque game set in like a different era of some sort, or something kind of like what they did with Bloodborne, but that's just me. So all you can do again is take it with a grain of salt and hope it's true, because another new Dark Souls game is A-okay in my book. So Nintendo dropped a Nintendo Direct yesterday, and it was all on Super Mario Maker 2, which comes out June 28th, so look forward to that, and I can't wait to play this game after seeing the Direct for it. They have shown off that there will be a co-op where you and a friend, I'm pretty sure it's locally only, and you can build the level together simultaneously on the same screen, so that's pretty cool. There's also a story mode coming, which allows you to go through, learn a lot of the new features and how to do things in the game. And according to the story, go through and it's collecting coins so you can rebuild Peach's castle, because apparently it's not there. So either building it or rebuilding it, not really sure that one, but there is somewhat of a story mode, I guess. And they also added some new world, which is Super Mario 3D, so you can do that, more of a 3D style than the flat 2D that the other ones were in. And there's a lot of new features from that added, and there's also features that you can only do in that, like some of the other games. So that's also great, because a lot of people were speculating on that and wondering if it would ever come to the first Mario Maker. So we got in the second one, which is great. They also have shown off more of like the online features that you have with they can only access with the Nintendo Online service. And there is new things like you can have when you have like a character, and you can use your points that you earn from playing other people's stages and from your stages to buy like outfits and accessories for your player. Then there's also a new big thing that they added, was this like multiplayer aspects to the online, where you can play against other people around the world or even locally, and it allows you to. They showed up two different types. There's one where there's like a challenge type where you try to beat the other three players to get to the end. Who can get to the end the fastest? And then there's also the second one where it's all four of you working together to beat the stage, and only one person has to get to the end in that one, and then everyone wins. So it's pretty great. And then all the usual stuff from back in the day, from the first one is there. The 100-man life, the how long can you last, or whatever they had back then, something like that, is back. So it's going to be great. And there's a whole slew of new features for the game itself. And then right at the end, before this whole direct was done, they announced that there was a Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational, which is happening on June 8th, which I'm assuming is at E3, which is awesome because Nintendo likes to do a lot of this cool like esports type things at E3, unlike everyone else who has like their own actual like esports league. Nintendo's sort of getting into that. They didn't really say anything about that, just what the title is and when it's happening. But I'm assuming it's some of the best people from Super Mario Maker, like leader wise, and with stages and whatnot. And they'll probably go through a bunch of made stages on Mario Maker 2 and come out. Someone will come out a winner, I guess. We'll have to wait and see on June 8th when they show this off and do whatever it is. There'll probably be more information coming before then on what it is, so I'll have to wait and see what happens on June 8th. And don't forget that Super Mario Maker 2 comes out June 28th, and that's great. They also did show off this new thing that you can do for there's two different like ways you can get the game, two new ways. Like there's one where if you don't have the online service, I mean if you do have it too, it is also good because you can buy the game and it includes 12 months of the online service free with the game, and it also stacks onto it. I think it was free. I'm not really sure, but either free or it was $70 to buy that. I'm not really sure because there's 12 months. The online service is $20, so that'd save you $10. So I'm not really 100% sure what the price was on that one. And then there's another one where if you already have the online service, you can go on for $99. You can get 2 vouchers for 2 games digitally, which if you buy 2 $60 games is $120. So you'll be saving $20 by buying the 2 vouchers, and you don't even have to use them at the same time. You can buy a game now, and 4 months later you can buy another game, and they're good up to a year after you have purchased the vouchers. So you can buy it, get Super Mario Maker now, and then in the future buy another game when it comes out or whatever you're looking at within a year, and you'll have saved $10 on each game, which is great in the long run. But that's if you have $100 to spend right now up front instead of 60 now and then 60 in the future whenever your other game comes. Unless if you got the 2 games you want to be able to buy now or pre-order, then that's a really good idea and you should go buy that if you have the money. So Nintendo's doing a lot, adding a lot, and this game looks amazing. So June 28th, and let's see all those courses you make. So Ubisoft has plans to release 4 AAA titles with Ubisoft has plans to release 4 AAA titles between now and Ubisoft has plans to release 4 AAA titles between now and March 2020 of next year. It's 4 AAA titles, which can be crazy, but it's also Ubisoft, which is a much bigger company, so that's not too hard to believe. One of them being the Ghost Recon Breakpoint that they just announced like a week and a half ago, so look forward to that. We'll probably get the other 3 or at least 2 of them at E3, if not all 3 of them, because they're coming out within the next 6, 7, 8 months. So if they're not announced at E3, then there's got to be somewhere that they're gonna just pop out on the internet and be like, hey, this game's coming out, we got this, and it's coming out this date. So look forward to that. I won't be surprised if one of them is an Assassin's Creed, because Ubisoft likes their yearly Assassin's Creed, and it's also rumored that it will be something to do with like Vikings. So that will probably get announced at E3, and that will probably be one of the games that they put out there. The other two, not really sure what to speculate on that, but wait till E3, and they'll probably have a lot to show with their panel, and that'll probably give out the 3 other titles that they have that's coming out for the AAA title. If you like this video, please give us the thumbs up. It lets us know that you like the content that we make here. Also, comment down below what you think of those other 3 AAA titles that Ubisoft could be releasing in the next 9 months, 10 months, something like that. It's also, I want to get some discussion going in the comments, guys. Come on, please. Also, subscribe to this YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, support us on Patreon so you can bring videos like this one and videos in our other channels. Also, go to teespring.com, purchase some merch, post on social media, and show us that you are a true fan.